Today we're tackling the mast and the standing rigging for ship models. First up, we need to taper the dowels to make the mast and spars. If you have a mini lathe, congratulations, you're living the high life. But if you don't have one like me, don't worry, a power drill and some rough sandpaper will do the job just fine. I just love the feeling of sanding my fingertips off by hand. It builds character, you know, and possibly blisters. Use the 1:1 scale plan to check the dowel dimensions. You don't want to over-taper them unless you're aiming for a ship with the spaghetti masts. If your dowel ends up with those lovely drill chalk jar marks, don't panic. Just soak it in hot water for about 10 minutes, and the wood should puff back up like it just had a relaxing spa day. Once you're happy with the mast dimensions, you can stain or paint them any color you like. Because historically accurate or not, is your ship. Then install the fittings according to the ship plan. Most of this process is pretty straightforward. But here's the tricky part. Don't forget to insert the master hoops. Trust me, realizing you forgot them after everything is assembled is a special kind of a heartbreak. Now that the mast and the spars are ready, it's time to install them. The masts and rigging work together as a system, kind of like a ship's version of teamwork. Once the mast is standing tall and proud, I usually start by attaching the shrouds. When securing the shrouds to the mast top, I have found that a pair of cross-lock tweezers is a lifesaver. As for glue, I usually go with the jewelry glue. It dries clear, stays flexible. Alright, let's talk about getting even lanyard spacing between all your dead eyes. The trick? Grab a piece of brass wire and make a simple jig like this. Super easy, and trust me, it saves tons of frustration. Now, when it comes to actually rigging the lanyards, just follow the instructions or the image I have included here. Once the shrouds are nice and secure, I usually move on to the forestays, then the backstays. Kind of like tightening up a tent, but with way more tiny nuts. The key here? Get them as tight as possible. On real sailing ships, the standing rigging isn't just for looks. It's what keeps the mast from flopping around like a loose tooth in a strong breeze. So the tighter, the better. To keep the lanyard spacing identical on both sides of the backstays, try using a small piece of masking tape as a stopper. Now onto the ratlines. Print or draw a guide like this using the 1:1 scale ship plan as a reference. Place it behind the shrouds to help you line things up neatly. I have included a picture showing how to tie them. After a try or two, you will have it down like a pro. With the few final touches, the mast and standing rigging are all set. In the next video, we will tackle making the sails and getting them rigged. See you then.